Hi students, now here we are with the halogen and its compounds. Challenging questions, most expected questions of the 17th group are halogen and its compounds. Okay, so let's start with the very first question. And before starting, I wanted that every question you should try on your own first. Okay, so I have already displayed the question here. First, go through it and expect or guess one answer. Okay, solve one answer. Then pause it and check your answer. Then cross check with my explanation. That will be the best method. Okay, first go through the question, go through the entire question, guess one answer, then check with my explanation. Checking with my explanation is also necessary, and all of you will maintain a good notebook and maintain notes so that it will be easy for you to the while proper revision. Okay, so and what is the required? You should give a like immediately, and these wonderful questions are collected after thorough research on the NTA Abhyas paper and NTA Abhyas question bank. Okay, so this is going to be very helpful for all type of examinations. Understood? So for this, what you have to do, you have to like the video and share it to one of your friend. These are the only two things you can give it to me back for my hard work. Okay, so let's see. I think everybody will do this. Now let's start with the first question. Identify the incorrect statement. Okay, so whenever you are studying, first of all you should check he is asking either correct or incorrect. Okay, so incorrect statement. First one is Br2 react with hot and concentrated. This in the 17th group there are two types of reaction: cold and dilute, okay, and hot and concentrated. Hot and concentrated. These are the two areas where the product will change, and there will be reaction with bromine and reaction with chlorine. Very important reactions of the 17th group. And one more reaction is reaction with the NH3 and Cl2. If chlorine is excess, one product; if ammonia is excess, another product. So all these three reactions write together from the NCERT so that it will be easy for you to score. Okay, now let's see here first. Here it is the first condition. There will be total four conditions: chlorine and bromine, and that side NaOH is hot and concentrated and cold and diluted. So here it is with the bromine and hot and concentrated to give NaBr and NaBrO4 and H2O. What do you feel? Is it correct or not? We have to select the incorrect statement. Okay. According to me it is something, but what about you? Okay, so here it is a incorrect statement. Why? Because there is a problem with this. Okay, it is supposed to be NaBrO3. Is it understood? See, small word, small, how minutely you should remember the reactions. Okay, it is basically disproportionation reaction. It changes from 0 to -1 and 0 to +5. Okay, it is +5. Na to BrO3, it will be +5. Okay, so when you consider these two, it is a reduction. When you consider these two, it is a oxidation. So reduction and oxidation both are taking place, but everything was proper, but only thing it is in place of the 4 it is to be 3. Okay, that's why this is incorrect. But let us see what is the other things you have to remember or not. Ozone SO2 plus SO3, this is correct. Silicon react with NaOH to give sodium silicate and water, this is also correct. Chlorine react with excess, see this is the very important, it will give N2 and HCl. If ammonia is excess, N2, and if chlorine is excess, NCl3. What is the product? NCl3 will be the product. Okay, so that means this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, only first option is wrong. Okay, so make a note of it. And this is possible when hot and concentrated. Cold and dilute is something else. Total 5 reactions Now itself you keep it right. Okay. Sodium bromide, sorry, bromine with hot and concentrated, bromine with the cold and dilute, chlorine with hot and concentrated, chlorine with the cold and dilute, and N2 plus Cl2 plus NH3. When ammonia is in excess, when chlorine is in excess. These 6 reactions you should make it and remember. Okay. Have you noted this? Note down. Okay, here is the next question. Which of the following is formed when HGO treated with Cl2? Okay, so options are ClO2, Cl2O, Cl2O6 and Cl2O7. Now you can tell me which is the correct answer. Guess and tell me. Guessed? Okay, your guess is correct or not, cross check with yourself. Answer is Cl2O. Okay, why it is C? This is the reaction HGO plus Cl2. HGO plus Cl2, it will give you the HgCl2 dot HGO. Okay, this is the addition product HgCl2 dot HGO plus Cl2. That balancing I have not done, you can do it. If you wanted me to do, then this is the answer. Okay, so this is the answer for HGO plus Cl2. 1 mole will chlorine react with it to form HgCl2. 1 mole will remain as it is and it will form as a Cl2O. This is the reaction. According to this, this is the correct answer. Okay. Now let us see the next question. Correct order of oxidizing nature. Next question is what? Correct order. Correct order of oxidizing nature of halogens. Okay, correct order of oxidizing nature of halogens. Option A, F2 greater than Cl2 greater than Br2 greater than I2. Option B, F2 less than Cl2 less than Br2 less than I2. Option C, Cl2 greater than Br2 greater than F2 greater than I2. Okay, and option D, I2 less than Br2 less than F2 less than Cl2. Okay, so guess it. Guessed. Okay, should I explain? Okay, oxidizing nature basically depends upon the electronegativity, and directly proportional to electronegativity, inversely proportional to bond energy. Lower the bond energy, higher will be oxidizing power, and higher the electronegativity, higher will be the oxidizing power. Okay, so world's highest oxidizing power is with fluorine, because it is world's highest, most electronegative element. Okay, so obviously fluorine, and all of you must know, between fluorine and fluorine, due to the lone pair repulsion, even though bond length is small, bond energy is exceptionally low. Okay, so bond energy also favorable and electronegativity is always favorable. So fluorine greater than chlorine greater than bromine greater than iodine. Okay, this question option is B, this question option is A. Have you noted this? Like this wonderful questions are some more are there. Let's see, we will do it in the fastest way. Just note down this. Okay, now next question is about the oxidation of reaction hydrolysis of ICl3. Okay, next fourth question is about which of the following is formed. Question is which of the following, okay, which of the following formed when ICl3. In the last I am going to give you wonderful question of pseudo halide, polyhalide. So everything let us do it fastest way. Okay, treated with water, that is hydrolysis. Okay, so somebody can guess the answer if you are already studied this. Okay, if you don't study, then wait for my options. First one is HIO, second one is HiO2, third one is HiO3, and fourth one is, sorry, C option, D option is HiO4. Okay, periodic acid, iodous acid, and hypoiodous acid. Okay, now any guess? I will give you with the reaction, don't worry, but you should guess from your side. Okay, guess what is your answer? My answer is C. Okay, how it is? See here, H2O plus ICl3 will give you, one product will be ICl. Okay, reduction and oxidation, this will undergo reduction. Okay, so actually it is what? So plus 3, and it will be what? Plus 1. Okay, ICl3 will give you, on hydrolysis will give you ICl plus HiO3 plus HCl. Okay, this is the answer. So according to this, he is asking about the oxo acid. So oxo acid is HiO3. This is called as what? Interhalogen compound. Okay, so this is the fourth question. Are you ready for the next question? So next question is decreasing order of acidic strength of oxo acid of chlorine. Question is decreasing order of acidic strength of oxo acids of chlorine. Okay, so I think you need not to give you options also. Okay, because it is very famous and very essential question. Okay, so I will give you the all idea along with the other related information. Chlorine forms total 4 oxo acids. How many? Hypochlorous acid, chlorous acid, chloric acid, and perchloric acid. Okay, so here oxidation number, here it is plus 1, here it is plus 3, here it is plus 5, here it is plus 7. Okay, basicity, which city? Basicity, here also 1 OH is there everywhere, 1 OH, basicity will remain same. Okay, and hybridization everywhere it is sp3 only, hybridization also won't change. Okay, and structure will be, this is also bent, this is also bent with respect to chlorine. Okay, actually what happens, this chlorine, one side it is OH, one side it is oxygen, so bent structure only, these two are the bent. Now here if you see, one will be OH, always one OH will be there. Okay, and another how many oxygens? 2 oxygens. What it is called as? Pyramidal. What it is the structure? Pyramidal. And one more oxygen added, then it will become as a tetrahedral. Okay, so now there are number of resonating structures will be maximum here. Okay, so decreasing order I will tell you. So after losing, I will write the structure here, chlorine, and one side it is OH. So these are the lone pair, 3 lone pair. Okay, chlorine, here how many lone pair? One will be OH, one will be lone pair, and two will be lone pair. Likewise, if number of lone pair will keep on decreases, what will decrease? Number of lone pair will keep on decreases. Okay, and here absolutely no lone pair. Here absolutely no lone pair. Is it understood? These are the structure. All are sp3 hybridized. But after losing the acidic, question is about the acidic strength. After losing the hydrogen, this negative charge dispersal is only between these two. Here area is increased, here area further increased, here area further increased. So this is the most stable. So most stable means it is ready to lose H plus. So stability of the oxo anion, which anion? Oxo anion improves, therefore stability improves, therefore acidic strength also increases. Okay, so this is the increasing order. So question is about the decreasing order. Decreasing order will be HClO4 greater than HClO3 greater than HClO2 greater than HOCl. This is the decreasing order of acidic strength. Is it understood? So these are the 5 different model questions. Now, as I told you, I am going to start some questions regarding the polyhalide. Okay, polyhalide, pseudohalide and pseudohalogen. Okay, let's start with the question number 6. Question number 6 is about the which of the following is pseudohalogen. Okay, question is what? Which of the following is pseudo, Pseudo, pseudo halogen. Okay, which of the following is a pseudo halogen? Option A IF7, option B CN2, option C ICl2, option D I3 minus. Okay, so just guess it. Okay, which of the following is a pseudo halogen? Pseudo halogen means it is not a halogen, duplicate halogen. Pseudo means appearing to be. Okay, now I will tell you each and every option so that the related all question you should be able to identify. This comes under the polyhalogen or interhalogen. Better word is interhalogen compound. Okay, what it is? Interhalogen compound. This is pseudo, Pseudo, pseudo halogen. Okay, if suppose negative charge is there, then it will be pseudo halide. Okay, if there is a negative charge, then what you will write it here? Pseudo halide. And here it is interhalogen compound. Again it is interhalogen compound. Now it is iodine is there, more than 2 iodine is there, and that also negative. So it is polyhalide ion. Okay, so all varieties are in one place. Here if it is Cn minus, then its name is going to be pseudohalide. What it is going to be in place of halogen? It is going to be pseudohalide. Is it understood? So according to the question, we require to answer pseudohalogen. So what is the correct answer? Correct answer for this question is B. What is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Okay. Now let us see one more question related to this topic. 7th question is again related, most important topic. 6 reactions are important, which I told you in the starting, and topic wise pseudohalogen, pseudohalide, interhalogen compounds. These are the 3 topics which are more important. Okay. Question is, which of the following does not form dimer? Okay, which of the following does not form dimer? Okay, what is dimer? 2 molecules, 2 atoms are 2 molecule dimer like halogen. Okay, like 2, it should be twice. Understood? So this is the 7th question, and options I am writing Cn minus, option B SCN minus. This name also I am going to give you, so don't worry. Only thing you have to do after I write explanation, after I write the question, okay, you should be able to identify some answer. That means your preparation is going properly. If you are not able to answer, means something is wrong. At least now you should wake up, okay, and keep maintaining the good notes. Are you maintaining it? I hope you are maintaining it. Okay, so this is the, I think everybody know this or not. If Cn twice, it is existing. What it is called as? Cyanogen. What it is called as? Cyanogen. This is as good as a crash revision. Okay, all topics related I have selected questions so that every topic will be touched, but in detail explanation will be in the individual lectures. Okay, there are many lectures of each and every topic, like oxo acids of halogen, separate lecture. Okay, So CN2, this also separate lecture is there. CN2 is cyanogen. Okay. SCN2, then it is called as a thiocyanogen. S sulfur is there, therefore it is thio. Okay. SECN2, then it is called as a seleno. What? Selenocyanogen. Okay. In place of the along with the carbon, selenium added. So here in the name also selenocyanogen. Okay. But these are all able to form. Only problem is with OCN. It will not form the dimer. Okay. Why it will not form? Due to the more electronegativity. Due to the more electronegativity, small atomic size. Two reasons are there. Due to more electronegativity and due to small atomic size of the oxygen, it is not able to form the dimer. Okay. So rest all three will form, and what is the name of that compound, that also I have given. Okay. So let's go for the one more question, which is wonderful question and most expected question, most challenging question. Are you ready to face it? Okay. So next question is, which of the following, all of you are making notes or not? And be concentrated. Okay. Don't get distracted. Which of the following? Okay. What is the question? Which of the following polyhalide? Poly means more than one, halide means negative charge is there. Okay. Polyhalide is not known to exist. That means it will not exist. Okay. Not known to exist. Question, is it understood? So option A, Br3 minus. Option B, Cl3 minus. Option C, F3 minus. Option D, I3 minus. Okay. Can you guess? Okay, guessed. Let's see what is the answer. For guessing also there should be reason. Answer is C. Why? Because fluorine maximum number of bonds. Maximum number of bonds must be how much? Only one. Okay. And it does not have no d orbital. No d orbital. So once no d orbital, what is the reason? Maximum bonds. If F3 minus is there, at least there should be one fluorine which can form the two bonds, but it is not possible because no two orbitals are there. Okay, there is no 2d orbital. If 2d orbital is there, it can extend its covalency beyond the 2 and more than the 2. So because of that reason, F3 will not exist. Is it understood? Only what will exist? F2 exist. Okay, what is F2? I think everybody know that. Understood? So up to here, is it clear? With the logic, don't mug up. Okay, I am against the mug up. Understood? If there is a reason, you should know. Otherwise, I will not say that. You have to remember. Okay, it is the most difficult word for me to spell. Okay. Next, ninth question. Which of the following reactions are feasible? Which of the following reactions are feasible, that is possible? Okay. So question, is it understood? Option A, Cl2 plus. Here I am going to give you the wonderful logic, life truth. So be ready to listen to the life truths. Okay. So A, Cl2 plus Br minus, and it can be even more than one correct. So don't stuck up with the first answer, second answer like that. Okay. So in between I will be giving you surprises so that you are properly prepared or not. Okay. 2 Br minus plus F2, and third one is I2 plus Br minus gives 2I minus plus Br2. Okay. Option D, F2 plus Br minus gives 2F minus plus BR2. Is it understood? So this is the question. It can be more than one correct also. As a surprising fact, I have given this. Guessed. How many are correct? Only one correct? Or two correct? Or three correct? Or all are correct? So what is the logic and magic is small atom can replace the big. Small can replace the big. Big cannot come into the place of the small. Understood? Suppose this is the big place. Okay. And it can go and stay in this place. But if it want to occupy this place, it is not possible. That is the logic. Understood? Let us see. Chlorine wanted to replace the bromine. Okay. Actually, it is, let us take NaBr. Chlorine wanted to replace. Chlorine is very small. Bromine is very big. It can easily replace. Okay. Small can replace big, but big cannot replace small. Simple logic. Okay. So, is it applicable or not? Absolutely applicable. Here Br to F minus, big bromine wanted to replace small fluorine. Is it possible? No. Okay. Iodine wanted to replace bromine. Iodine is bigger, bromine is smaller. So it is also not possible. Small fluorine want to replace big bromine. So it is absolutely possible. So what are the correct answers? A and D are correct answer. Is my logic understood? Small atom can replace big ion. Okay. This is applicable because of the some improper reasons. I cannot say that reasons. Understood? But you are all smart enough to understand. Okay. Now we are at the last question of the Daskadam. What it is called as? Daskadam 10. Okay. So which of the following does not exist? Again this question also wonderful question. Which of the following does not exist? Okay, this is the question. So first option is ICl, sorry, very bad, CCl6 2 minus. Question is SiCl6 2 minus. Question is GeCl6 2 minus, and question is SnCl6 2 minus. Is it understood? Now you guessed. Answer is none other than A option. What is the reason? You have to remember. No, it is not like that. There is a reason behind. Carbon is having 2s2 2p2. So it can go for the 2s2 2p3. Maximum bonds it can form is only 4 bonds. But how it can form 6 bonds here? Because God have not given it 2D. If there is a 2D, then it can do by taking 2 more electron, it can form 6 bonds. But it is not possible because 2D is not there. So due to the absence of 2D, this CCl6 is not existing. Okay. So I think all these 10 questions, most of the expected question, most of the challenging question, I feel that this is liked by you and shared by this video to one of your best friend whom you wanted to give a help. Okay. Bye. See you with some more wonderful question on the some other topic. Bye bye.